So I went through and marked all of this with my new edges rulers. I think this is going to look really cool. So I'm going to get started. Just stitching. And if I don't hit my markings exactly, I am not worried about it. As long as they're close. And I do realize that my new camera mount is lower, and I'm working on it, so my hand will hopefully get out of your way soon. And this spacing is actually too small, but I had a 9.5-inch ruler and it fit fine. So I will just make sure that when I'm stitching this line, can you see that? When I'm stitching this line, I'm actually going to be a little further in. And you'll see as I do that. So also, as you can see, this is very busy because it's a pieced fabric. You know, it's little 4 patches and a 2-inch square. But I'm going for more texture than actual quilting. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll work out like I see it in my head. So I'm making a frame right here. And then I'm going to fill that frame in here with feathers, only to create the cohesion because there will be feathers in the background. So I hope that makes sense. And that is entirely too slow. Well, I didn't make myself a nice path. So I will come in here 1/2 inch. No, more than a 1/2 inch. 3/4 inch. So when I get to the applique, I just shimmy around it because I will ditch that. But right now I'm just working on the frames. Until I get back to where I'm on my 1/4 inch again. And then I'll continue through. Get over to here. Add that vertical line. So now I just have to sneak some feathers in here like they're going around. So just like that. And I'll sneak down here. And I always laugh because I have all these great plans in my head and I don't always think about the continuous of the stitching. So probably by the 2nd or 3rd row I'll have a really good path down. But until then, this is it. Now remember, I want to be at least a 1/4 inch, sorry, 1/4 inch away from that line. Only because this is I want this area to be relief. And that was just too close. So even though it's chalked, I just have to remember to stay a 1/4 inch from it. Now between these two lines, can you see that? Yeah, between these two lines, I'm just doing really dense stitches so that these frames pop up and this recedes. So I will probably do that in constant motor because I don't think I'm going to do all of this with ruler work because that'll drive me nuts by the end of the row. So just right up to that stitching line. more basting out. And when I am done, I will ditch all of around the outside. I'll just do it in one continuous pass. Just roll the quilt as I go. One reason why I do that is because if I do a little bit here and there, and I might not even do it here, now that I'm looking at this, I might just connect the border in. So yeah, I'm going to hold off on that. But anyway, one reason I would have done it all at one pass is because if I ditch this while I'm here and then I forget somewhere else, I'll just forget. But if I wait till the end and I put my needle down and I go all the way around, I'm not missing anything. And I want to make sure I hit that point right there where these two come together. So again, I'll fill in till I get up here and then continue on this side. Okay, now to get rid of these chalk lines, I use just a white terry towel. These are like shop towels, but they're just mine. They don't use anything but water on them. So like, don't go grab some from the garage. And I take the spritzer bottle, and I hope you can see this. And I just spritz a little bit of water on there. And I apologize, I'm originally from New Jersey. I say water. There is no water. And I just give it a little scrubbing. And the dog's gonna cry. He just went outside. So it takes a little bit of time, but I'd rather have to remove these lines than try to figure out where it was I was trying to stitch. You can use a brush, you can use like a little fingernail brush, as long as it's clean. That should take the chalk right off too. So there it is. And of course, when I come back and do the background stitching, the more this bounces, dog fur, the more the chalk will release. So now I'm going to go through and take all these lines away. Again, it depends on the fabric. I should mention that too. If this were a bunch of like reds and whites, there'd be no water involved. I would just be hitting this with a brush. But these are all pretty non-running fabrics. And then I'll come back and get a picture so you can see some of that texture happening. And as I do the background, it'll be even more. I love quilts that have the texture like that, where you can just see that frame pop out. Which is why I made these frames, because I have so many pieces of cardboard shaped frames that I used to mark with, and now I have rulers. So